Yo, what is up, everybody? It is your boy, Bro Gets Rich. Today, we're going to look at my Robinhood passive income portfolio, which I have been aggressively allocating to since I started this portfolio in September. On my channel, I show you what I'm investing in real time as I grow my accounts, as I grow my passive income. If you find value in that, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm shooting this video outside today, so if you get some feedback, from some squirrels and birds and cars and shit, my apologies, but it's super nice out, so we are in my little Zen garden area. And in this video today, I'm going to take you over this just over $9,000 portfolio that I have on Robinhood that is geared towards passive income. Going to take you through the individual stock positions I own, what I'm buying in this portfolio. We're going to look at my dividend income spreadsheet from the time of inception until now. All the dividends, show you how they are trending up and to the right, and all of the income I made for the month of June and what July is looking like. Also, I have a big change coming in this portfolio. We're going to inject a bunch of capital in here, which I will talk about later. So as you can see, choppy month, only up 0.2% on the month. I do have Robinhood Gold enabled, and I am earning interest on just about $1,800 of buying power in this account. Here's the portfolio as of now. I'm not going to go into super big detail on all these positions, but I'm going to further inspect a few of them for you. My main position is SCHD. Have over 58 shares. Also have JEPI, which is a covered call ETF that pays a monthly distribution. DGRO, which is a dividend ETF that is geared towards dividend stocks that are growing their dividends rapidly. And then the most recent addition is SPY, or more commonly known as SPY, which is, I believe, the most heavily traded S&P 500 ETF globally. So looking at my main position, SCHD, about $4,500 in market value, average cost of $75.38 for a total return of 2.69%. So SCHD is a forever hold for me, something I'm just going to keep dollar cost averaging into for years and years and years. I have no plans of stopping buying this stock anytime soon. It just is what it is. So the second stock, so also I've been buying, I pretty much buy SCHD every day, typically around $25 worth, and I've also been buying $25 worth of SPY every day. So this is, like I said, a recent addition, only about $500 in the portfolio, and we are up 1.48% on this position. And so the overall thought process with this position, right, because I said this is an income portfolio, and if we look at some of my other positions, right, like SCHD has a yield of around like 3.5%. JEPI has an annualized yield of like 9%. DGRO is like 3%. And my Robinhood Gold gives me about 5% cash on cash return. As to where SPY, I believe, only has like somewhere around a 1% dividend yield. So you may be asking, why is this in the portfolio? And the reason is that I'm looking to employ a strategy for some passive income in this portfolio rather soon, and then build it up over the years, where I am taking a certain position, certain portion of some heavily traded stocks like SPY, QQQ, or IWM, and selling cash secured puts and covered calls daily for more passive income. So I am just looking to be proactive in the meantime and start building this position up, because owning 100 shares of the stock to write options contracts, that is about $50,000. So we're going to slowly build this up over time and dollar cost average in. And also, owning things like QQQ or SPY help provide a better overall total return. All right, now let's get into the money shot, if you will, of why you are all here, most likely, and that is to show you my dividend income in this portfolio. So you can see I started this in September 2023. Nothing much to see here, just building the account. But as you can see, like SCHD, Q4 distribution in December 2023 was $13.41, and my JEPI income at the end of the year in 2023 was $1.63 for the month. And now if we go ahead to June 2024. First of all, my JEPI distribution has climbed to $7.03. If you look at it month over month, 257, 236, 303, 408, 475, and now we are at $7.03. My SCHD distribution, for some reason, did not come in. I thought it was going to come in June, but it came in July 1st, and that was $47.10, which is weird. I don't know how, because you're supposed to get quarterly distributions, so 4 per year with the stock. So I'll have to see if like one comes in September and then December or whatever, but there's no way they're just going to give 3 distributions. So I think the timing was just a little off, but still $47.10, up from $22.92 in March. And then my Robinhood Gold payment as well, $6.54 in the month of June. So you can see that is going up. And then I got a degrow distribution of $5.45. Also worth noting, I have been tracking the portfolio value month over month. I forgot to enter it into May, but you can see when I started tracking the portfolio in this, the portfolio value in this bottom column, for the first time in March, it was $5,800, and then in June, when I entered these dividend payments, it was $8,746. And at the time I screenshot this to record this video, I'm already at about $9,000. So also, the portfolio value is growing in size quite nicely as well, which does make a difference. And already this year, you can see, granted, this portfolio is very young when I started doing this, but in 2023, it only captured $17.31 of passive income. And this year, so far, I have received $131.21 of passive income. But I also have something I want to talk about that is really going to hopefully ramp this up, and I'm going to share that with you right now. All right, so full disclosure, not financial advice, right? None of this is financial advice, but one thing that I've realized in my life recently, and we are looking at this iShares 2000 ETF IWM, and I'm going to tell you in just 1 second why we're looking at that, right? So I've been really focused on my Robinhood passive income portfolio because that is the one thing I need in my life. I need passive income. I own some growth assets, right? Like I own Tesla, I own Bitcoin, Solana, I own a few real estate properties, and that's all fine and dandy. And those, my real estate properties don't cash flow super well, right? But the mortgages are being paid down every month. The appreciation's there. I've been in one of them for going on 8 years. The other will be about 4, right? So I've seen good appreciation on them, but they're not cash flowing super well. And the one thing I need in my life is cash flow. So what I did was I sold recently in a different stock portfolio about $17,000 worth of Microsoft and Amazon that I was in long-term capital gains on because I don't have any interest in buying individual stocks necessarily like Microsoft or Amazon anymore. I just want to stack QQQ. So I can just really get super focused and build hundreds of shares of QQQ for the future so I can do things like sell options contracts. But there is a big barrier to entry for selling options contracts, for selling the wheel strategy, which I would like to start doing. So the 3 most heavily traded options stocks, I believe, at least ETF-wise, are QQQ, SPY, and this one right here, IWM. But the difference between IWM is it only takes about $20,000 capital upstart. Also, from what I've seen from the chart, it is just a little bit less volatile than something like QQQ. It seems to chop a lot. It seems to, in my opinion, not financial advice, be a pretty safe stock to start trading the wheel, doing daily options contracts via cash secured puts and covered calls. So I took that $17,000. I'm going to take some capital out of my bank account, right? So that money is on the way to my bank right now. And I'm going to transfer it into Robinhood along with some fresh capital, enough so where I can write a cash secured put on IWM. And then if I get assigned that cash secured put, then I'll flip it over, sell a covered call, keep rinsing and repeating. If any cash, gets left sitting in my account, I will be getting yield on it via Robinhood Gold. Don't have to do anything, don't have to put it in a money market. I just get yield on that. So according to my calculations, and I will create a separate spreadsheet tracking my premium income from trading this stock. But I could be making anywhere between, I don't even know, like 40 and 80 bucks a day. And that doesn't include capital appreciation. If I write a covered call $1 over my cost basis, right, then there's another $100 if that call gets assigned. But basically, this is going to be a learning experience for me. I really need passive income. That is the one thing that I have gained recently in my life. Like, if Bitcoin does what it's going to do, if Tesla does what it's going to do, if I'm just holding these real estate properties for the long term, I will grow my net worth. My net worth typically grows every month, right? But what I need right now is this cash flow. So I don't really view this as a risk. I follow a lot of investors where it's I'm pretty desensitized to money in terms of numbers on a screen at this point, especially after being in Bitcoin for 5 years. I mean, that thing's so volatile. And being in Tesla, just averaging into Tesla the past few years and riding these waves. So I'm not really too concerned about this strategy. We'll see. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be a learning curve. I'll talk about that openly. But I really want to build So first of all, with these premiums, I'll probably just keep 50% in cash in Robinhood, earning 5%, and the other 50% I'll probably just dump right into SPY, because Russell 2000, like, it isn't something like, if you were like, oh, you can hold IWM, QQQ, or SPY for 10 years, which one would it be? Like, it wouldn't be IWM. Like, for a total return standpoint, that's not what this is about. This is just about generating passive income. So when I drop this video, I should be hopefully starting to sell some options next week. And let me gather like a week worth of data in my spreadsheet. Got to build a spreadsheet, get it set up, and I'll probably be dropping like weekly updates, letting you know how the stock option trading is going. But anyway, like I said, not financial advice. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like people who are trying to build their wealth and showing you the hustle they're in every day, because that is me. And we're just out here grinding, trying to make that passive income and be better financially. So I'm Bro Gets Rich. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.